do large concrete buildings, and there's quite a few things in there that are, we call it sticky, stuff that can kill you. So I'm good for talking about some of that, some things you would never have thought of.
I'm going to shoot you a message and see what your calendar looks like latter half. We'll keep in touch, but I've got you then. We'll, October, November, whatever it looks like, or, even September if you're around.
So Tom, what I can do is I can reach out Lenny with OSHA. I don't know if you can hear me. I can reach out to Lenny. I can reach out to Lenny regarding USF because of this government. I think they're pausing right now, but I will reach out to her to see what they can do for us. I don't have a problem doing that.
Just thinking about that, I know, Rafael, we were talking about that before you jumped on with some of the things that are kind of just on hold right now, kind of in limbo, that probably will kick back up soon, but that until things kind of settle down and things get reviewed, I think there's going to be some casualties there. It might be good to have Lenny, if OSHA does have any changes or impacts based on what's happening, having kind of a midsummer review.
Yeah, that's not a problem. I will reach out to her.
That was the politics of it.
Exactly. Yeah, let's keep the politics out of there. Let's keep our people safe. Make sure everybody goes home. I don't have room for politics personally because I'm taking care of our people and making our jobs good. So, yeah. But it's one of the things, I'm one of the owners over here, so I have a lot more latitude. So, yeah.
What I'm going to do then, our first things first, now that we have set, Rubum, I will come get the sign, and that way, once we get that, I'm going to follow up with that team, get the address, get the directions. James, I'll make sure I verify parking and get that to out to everybody and included. That's a very good point that we want to make sure we're touching on. So I'll give them a call to connect on those 3 items. And then I also will send that email to Jeanette from Suprema. So Sean, we can start locking in that venue for that next month event. And then if anybody has people that they can think of that might be good, that would be interested in setting up even a booth or something at a Suprema, by all means, let's start thinking about who we can maybe bring in on an actual event where we have multiple different vendors. That would be a much larger sponsorship. That would be that $1,000 to sponsor an event like that, because that would be something that we would be putting on across all of ABC. That would be a little bit larger. I know Construction Safety Week, obviously all eyes are on safety that week specifically, even if people, don't see it as the right way. That week, it's definitely going to be something that I think they'll get a lot of value out. I think that's where we started as $1,000 for that event.
So what days are you guys thinking? What day are you thinking about planning this? Because I can tell you, I already got 3 of 5 days planned.
I've got the same thing, Jerry. We were joking about that. I know that's a week I'm on the road every day. Yeah. I was going to see what their schedule looks like that week, if they're booked up any days that we can eliminate. Or would we want to maybe do the week before? It's the 5th through the 9th, I believe, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
So the only other thing that, if I know we're all kind of busy too, then that's a good point. Would we want to do it maybe the first week before in May, so like Thursday or Friday? And kind of use it as like a kickoff to Construction Safety Week?
Yeah, why don't you see what Suprema has available first? Because there's
Yeah.
no use for us to plan if
It's true.
that might even be tight around that time. Yeah.
That's a good point, because during that, any vendor that's doing something, they're probably looking to
Yeah.
partner up with people
They
on
might
sites too,
book.
so.
Especially if it's free. Yeah.
So I could probably, I'm not going to say yes or no, but I could probably convince, well, all I got to do is ask the question and it'll be a yes. So I could more than likely use our facility here again. And now that I've been through the experience, now I know better what to do with the parking situation. But other than that, I'm sure we could do something here. I could even do I've got the credential to do forklift lull, or I could do maybe fall protection or something like that. We could do here. But the all-day thing, it would have to be like, that would be an adventure. But I mean, we have building out in our metal shop. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Right. Our metal shop downstairs. Our metal shop
Suprema,
downstairs.
if you Google Suprema or look at the directions, they've got pictures, and it's ideal. It's like a round kind of area when you walk in, and so we've done it in the past where there's booths that kind of line the exterior of it, and you're able to walk around. We actually have a tech event that my company's putting on next month, and we were looking to do it there too, because it's perfect for having multiple people or booths where people can kind of just funnel naturally around the exterior of it. For future events, Jerry, though, absolutely. If that facility is open, or if there's trainings that we can do in the larger shop, I think that would be awesome if we can start, like I said, using this for potential trainings as well. If speakers come in and speak, and then afterwards have a training with people that sign up for that.
We're building out the metal shop right now for.
It's SOPREMA, Pompano Beach is the location. Suprema Meeting Facility on Google is what I pull up. I'll send you a picture. I got some pictures from it. So that's my takeaways then. That's what I'm going to start doing, is reaching out then, and we'll start getting the dates. Rocket's a good point. No reason getting too deep, and we can't actually get that. But I'll start reaching out to Jeanette, Rubum, Matt. I'll CC both of you on there as well, just so you can see the correspondence. Was there anything anybody else wanted to discuss, whether it be something that they've seen in the area in the last month, anything that was on the news, safety related?
There was a report on February 24th from the Center for Construction Research and Training that identified 408 fatalities among Hispanic construction workers. And the report says it raises concerns over surge in Hispanic construction worker fatalities. I'd be happy to forward this out to you, but it's raising a lot of questions about whether some of these accidents might be because of a language barrier or trying to figure out a reason for it. One of the things that we track at our company is whether or not somebody is first language English or how well they understand, because I want to know whether that is approximate cause of an injury. So that's just kind of, yeah. Yeah. No. Well,
That's
it's interesting to me because everything we do is in English and Spanish. Every poster that's put out, every safety memo, everything's in English and Spanish. Now, we are having an issue with a bunch of Creole guys coming and working for us. And they're hard to understand, and a lot of these guys don't read or write. So, okay, yeah, I just don't have any French speakers. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, Charles, the reason I was going to say I'm like hearing you talk about that, and I'm like thinking that this is something that it could not relate more to this specific market in terms of the diversity that we have, but also each Latino country has their own dialect and their own version of Spanish. And so we don't just have the different languages, there's different versions of it. And I'm thinking maybe that's something that we can kind of try to look to see about doing an event around is the shared communication, even if that's a construction safety week ideas, not just the shared responsibility, but shared communication and how we do that. And Jerry, you talked about communication as being something that you've presented.
I was just saying that we just went through that with our executives here with our fleet. So think about this. They have driver's licenses. Can they read signs on the road?
Yeah.
That was a huge question. Like, how are they getting a driver's license if they can't read or write English? Can they read the signs on the road? Yeah, that was a huge topic in our executive meeting this week because we're hitting hard with our fleet and the cost of our fleet and with accidents and incidents and things like that. And that was one of the things. We have a gentleman who was rear-ended, but with the representation, the concern was he doesn't speak English. So how can he read the signs on the road? So there was all of that.
Yeah.
Ruben, my 16-year-old son got his driver's license because he was cute and it was his birthday. The girl admitted that. He failed twice in the parking lot, and she gave him his driver's license because he was cute and it was his birthday. So, I mean, okay. Right? I don't know. I can only tell you, and my son was like ecstatic about that, but I'm like, no, you should have failed.
Yeah, that's a very interesting topic down here, Charles. I appreciate you bringing that up. I think that's something that, and it's not just with, you talk, Jerry, your company, right, where it's the subcontractors, but then you have the Raphaels of the world just trying to take a job site on, and he has all the different languages and trying to teach people as they come onto his sites, make sure those are safe. I think that's something we definitely can run with something with this.
Okay. Well, I'm getting ready to email you the article.
Yeah, that's actually on the OSHA's National Emphasis Program, is the different languages and training. So like I have a presentation on OSHA's National Emphasis Program because it covers 3 years, and also the Southeast Regional Directives. So that's what they tell everybody what they're going to make their programmed OSHA inspections on. It's those industries, those hazards. So, and that's on there nationally as well.
I love
My
it.
French is to, what is it, Fat Tuesday today. Just go get some gumbo. It's about as French as I get. Does anybody have anything else? Matt, you got anything?
No, it's just, let's make sure we get the Zoom or Microsoft Teams thing set up. I think we talked about the structure of what we want on the sponsorships. It sounds like on the staying on board with the topics for ABC might be a challenge if they're only releasing them a month ahead of time. So, I don't know what to do about that, I guess.
I'll share with you the template that Charles sent over, though, because it is a good template for different topics and how they kind of organize it. And that way we can kind of see what we can use or what we think might be beneficial to us as well.
Okay. And then, Sean, obviously, let's try and get that knocked down before the 26th. Me and Tom will be in touch with you if I don't hear from you or if he doesn't. I got your cell phone number in the chat, and we're definitely making progress. We're having a lot of attendance at the meetings and events. So I think as more we get organized, then the more ahead of time we do it, then we're going to have even more participation. So, and then if anyone's interested in possibly kind of heading, step participation, we're looking for someone to help do that, which includes, anyone that's coming to the meetings. We have a list of it, and then we just try and call those people and find out who their contact person is at their company to be a part of STEP, and we can possibly even do something in the next 2 or 3 months, have a big push and, a separate Zoom call is only on how to apply for STEP. Here's the questions you may have. Here's the documents you may need. So that's something we can talk about at the next meeting.
I've got that noted. I'll include that in the follow-up. Well, I appreciate everybody for attending. Rubem, I'll send out the attendance, and that way you can keep your records, and I will shoot out a follow-up email. I should have that. I think I'm in the office tomorrow, so I should have that out to everybody by tomorrow. But if anyone has any thoughts. Perfect. Well, I appreciate everybody. Everyone have a safe and good rest of the week.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
Guys, thank you.
Take care.
Bye.
See you later.